Does the LDS Church believe that we'll become a god one day? Well, let's break down what the scriptures actually say about becoming like God. This question was sent in by Orthodox Edits, and here's the question on the screen. For the time, I'm going to answer the second one, the idea that the Latter-day Saints believe we'll become a god. I'll talk about the Godhead in another video, so be sure to follow. The short answer is no. We don't believe we're going to be a god, but we do believe we can be like God. So what's the difference? Becoming a god sounds like becoming an independent deity, being worshipped, replacing God, or competing with him. This is a misrepresentation, and the scriptures do not teach this. Also, the church does not teach this as well. But becoming like God, that's the doctrine of exaltation. So what do the scriptures actually say about this? If we take a look at Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 27, it says, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." So if we know from the beginning, we are all meant to be like God. Matthew chapter 5 verse 48 says, "Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect." Jesus literally commands us to become like God in character. Then we go to Romans chapter 8, 16 verse 17. It talks about children of God. And if children, then heirs, and heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ. The key point of that is heirs inherit what their father has. Joint heirs inherit with Christ, not instead of him. And then let's take a look at Revelations chapter 3 verse 21. "To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne." Christ invites us to share in his glory, not become independent gods. Now let's take a look at the Book of Mormon. In Alma chapter 5 verse 14, it reads, "Have ye received his image in your countenance?" Or your countenances. Becoming like God is about taking on his nature. And if we look at 3 Nephi chapter 27 verse 27, it says, "What manner of men ought ye to be? Even as I am." Jesus tells us exactly what the goal is, to be like him. So here's the summary. We don't believe we'll become gods who are worshipped. We believe we can become like God, like a child grows to be like their father. We will always worship him. Exaltation is about relationship, not replacement. I'm going to put some other sources and some extra information in the comment section or description, depending on where you're watching this from. But thank you so much for tuning in on this. And just think for a moment, if God created us in his own image, how awesome are you?